Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Legends, all of you. Today we're doing some Heresy, 3,000 points of Heresy, Death Guard versus Ultramarines. And this is what I'm running today. This is my Death Guard force, and they're not all stinky and smelly. The models and the bases are all gloriously painted by Den of Imagination Painting Studios. They designed the bases as well, actually. And the idea behind this scheme is OG colour Death Guard. So if I wanted to run them as loyalists, I can. This is like just at the cusp of the fall here. I like it. Death Guard, what do? Well, they get moved through cover. They're not slowed by any difficult terrain. And also, if they move 4 inches or less, not counting the vehicles, but if they move, all the stuff with wounds moves 4 inches or less, they count as stationary. So that can kick in when firing heavy weapons, things like that. And I've brought along a Praetor and 2 Centurions to open up, unlock all the things and the things. My Praetor, I've given him a Paragon Blade, because if that great big axe isn't a Paragon of its type, I don't know. He's got a Paragon Blade. He's going to be running around with the Grave Warden Terminators. They've got Vanguard, and there's 10 of them. So that's quite a punch there. Then I've given this one, he's the Prime upgrade. I've given him Unnatural Resilience. He gets an extra wound. He gets Eternal Warrior 2. I'm going to put him with the Death Shroud Terminators. They have Eternal Warrior 1, and they can all run. They'll be running around all over the place. These, wherever you see power scythes all over the place, that's a Death Guard specific thing. Essentially, they're exactly the same stats as power axes, but with reach 2 as well. So they get extra attacks if they're outnumbered. So he's going to be running with that one. And then we've got another normal Centurion. He's going to be going with 11 breaches because I had points left over. And there's 2 Graviton guns in there as well. So they might not break, because their leadership will go to 9, cool, 8. And talking about upgrading leadership and cools, so to avoid stuff breaking and stasises and things like that, I've got 2 prime upgrades for troops here. There's the Reaping Host Detachment, which is a Death Guard thing, and then the standard Troops Prime Detachment that you get as well. So I've got a couple of primes. So because their leadership and cool goes up by 1, I've made both of the tactical squads here veterans, so their leadership is up to 9, their cool is up to 8. 2 tactical squads, power sides on the sergeant. Apart from that, they're naked, and they have line 2. Breachers have line 1, and then the rest of the stuff. So heavy guns, because it's Death Guard. We've got a Rapier Carrier crew with quad launchers. We've got a 10-man multi-melter team and a 10-man las cannon team, and those 20 miniatures are 500 points just for those 2 units there. That's a lot of shooting. That's a lot of punch. That's one hell of a glass cannon. Something that is not a glass cannon is the Typhon with the Dread Hammer Siege Cannon. It's damage 3, but Typhon is a Lord of War. It's a super heavy. And it's got Ordnance D. It's basically, it counts as stationary all the time because it's a super heavy. And the big gun doubles its damage all the time. So that's a damage 3, stun 1, really big cannon. It's only 24-inch range though. And the problem with super heavies is, or Lords of War, is they can't shroud, they can't pop smoke against other shots that come in unless it's another super heavy. So we'll see how that one gets on. Adding to all the blast templates flying around all over the place, I've got 2 Scorpiuses, 2 Scorpii, 2 of these fellas. They're going to be lobbing missiles from a long way away. There's a Rhino as well, and there's a completely unupgraded Leviathan Dreadnought, totally not a distraction Carnifex, running up the centre of the board. Leviathans have lost move through cover in this edition, so if they go through, they could be really slow. Moving 4 if they're going through terrain. But Death Guard, he won't be slowed because he's Death Guard. So he might actually be able to get there. So I've got threat going forward, or cocooning, something that I want to cocoon. We've got guns in the backfield, and we've got scory options all over the place. Oh, I should also mention as well, the once per battle advanced reactions that the Death Guard can do is basically give a unit a feel no pain, a 5-up feel no pain, and remove all stasis tokens, which is really nice. And you can put it on the Leviathan Dreadnought as well if I want to. So yeah, thanks to Den of Imagination for painting all of these up for me, and I'm looking forward to getting these on the table again and pushing relentlessly and inexorably down towards the Ultramarine lines. And this is the battlefield in which these two armies will clash, down in the ruins of a dead city. And we're going back to the well for this mission. We're playing Heart of Battle, which is the very first one in the Horus Heresy rulebook, with 3 objectives, 1, 2, 3, running across the middle of the battle grid. And it's Dawn of War deployment. So standard deployment, this objective is worth 1, that objective is worth 1. The one in the middle is worth 3, but those points can go up or down depending on which units are scoring those objectives, whether they're line or whether they're vanguard. The battle mat is from urbanmats.com, and all the glorious scenery that you see is from marchofwar.co.uk. Terrain-wise, I've blocked out these areas so you can't go through that one, and this is also blocked out. The crates will be impassable. You'll have to climb up and over. And then all the scenery that you see will be light cover, which is difficult. Also, tanks can drive straight through walls as well, and people can walk straight through walls, but that'll be difficult as well, except not to the Death Guard. So that's all light cover. And then if anyone's wholly on one of these things or these things here, these things will give them medium cover, but it won't block line of sight. We're using true line of sight here. So guys, just ask a question. Do you use medium cover, or do you just use everything light? Do you have medium cover that blocks line of sight? I noticed that SM Battle Reports, they've got some house rules on how terrain works for them. I'm interested, how do you make terrain work for you? Please write in the comment section below. Let me know what you do with the terrain rules. Or do you just do it straight out of the box? Games Workshop have written terrain rules for many systems over many decades, and I feel like the terrain rules for Horus Heresy 3.0 are a little bit Diet Coke. They feel a little bit half done to me. The fact that you have to have a conversation with your opponent about terrain before every single game of Horus Heresy that's interesting, isn't it? Rather than just set up, play, go. Hey, let's have a conversation. What are we counting this stuff as here? It's a bit weird. But that's the rules, that's the addition, that's what we're playing, minus the line of sight blocking thing. Anyway, where's Craig? Hi, Craig.
Hello.
So, I want to talk about this, actually.
Uh-oh.
Because you brought Ultramarines today.
Yes.
And you got Sons of Horus.
Yep.
And you got Knights.
And Alpha Legion and Custodes.
Yes. And now you're working on White Scars.
Finished the first unit this week.
And you're doing Emperor's Children.
Yes.
Why are you doing all the things?
I love Heresy.
That's a good answer.
I love a lore, I love a game.
Okay. Why did you pick White Scars as well? Why is a tough one to paint?
It's tough to paint. They're very, very different to every other Legion I've got. So
Right.
mass bikes, obviously 3.0, I've had to put tacticals in.
Yeah.
But just a Legion that plays different. That's what I'm after.
Okay. So are you going to go for all the legions? And this is 3,000 points of just Craig's Ultramarines. 3,000 on the nose.
On the nose.
Plus 1 internet point for you. Now, Ultramarines, they basically get an extra reaction, right?
They do. Yeah, it reduces the cost of that reaction by 1, but it's a free reaction once per turn.
So you're going to get 4, I'm going to get 3. And their advanced reaction is if I shoot a unit, they can return fire with a different unit?
Yeah, so slight difference to 2.0. 2.0 is a unit's being shot and an additional. This edition, it's just the additional one. So it has to have line of sight and things like that. So it's a normal shoot and return.
Nice. And I see you've added some new miniatures to the collection.
Yeah, this game gave me the drive to get the Saturnine models painted up. So the Mark IIs are for my White Scars army, but all the Saturnine stuff has been incorporated into here.
Brilliant. And the Saturnine Dreadnought as well has got the inversion beamer and the graviton thing. He wants to get close. There's a close range but very, very powerful guns. Be nice to see what he does.
But not too close. I don't want to be in combat with him.
No, that's his downside, you see, because he's got close range guns, but if you just tie him up with something weak, then he's kind of stuck there for a bit.
At that point. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we can start with the high commands. So we've got a Praetor in the Saturnine Terminator armour.
Yes.
He's got a Disruption Fist on one side, and he has got the Concussion Hammer on the other side.
Okay.
So 3 damage with critical hit, so potential for 4 damage on that Thunder Hammer.
Did you pay for the teleport thing?
I have paid for the teleport thing.
Right, so one of these are going to... Is this 2 units of 3?
2 units of 3, 1 with Twin Plasma and 1 with a Fist as well, so he'll be going with a Fist unit. We're going to try Deep Strike for the first time this edition and probably realise why people don't do that. Coming in turn 4, and then you can't assault charge, and then, it's a drop in. So that unit is going to be walking up shooting. That unit's going to be teleporting in with him and coming in turn 4. Yeah.
Brilliant.
That one.
What else we got?
Okay, so filling up the troops is going to be 3 units tacticals.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
2 with Vivek. So they're slightly different loadouts on the
words.
That
yeah.
one.
Slightly different words
sergeant.
on the sergeants.
Yes.
Okay. Who are these guys here? These.
Okay, so we've got 2 Centurions in the command slots.
Right.
One has got a Legatine axe.
Yes.
And the other one's in Cataphractii armour and has got a Legatine axe as well, and a Combi Melter.
Legatine axes are basically better power axes. They're not unwieldy.
Yep.
And they also breach on 4s instead
Breach
of 5.
on 4s at a normal initiative. Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Who are these?
That is a unit of 10 Invictus Suzerain. So they are the Ultramarines' choice. They have got Legatine axes, as we discussed, and a special shield, which is the Agrim pattern boarding shield.
Agrim?
Yes. So 5 up in one,
yeah.
but 4 up in one in combat.
Okay.
So it gets better when I'm close and in combat with you.
Okay. Yeah, they're very scary.
Yeah.
So one of these guys is going with them?
Yep, the Centurion's going in with them. No upgrades on the Centurions because I've had to do logistical benefits.
Right, and then he's got an axe and he's going with the Terminators?
Yep, so there is a unit of 8 Cataphractii with Chain Fists. So as we discussed pre-game, they are only 1 attack.
Yeah.
Didn't have a points float to make them the special Cataphractii to give them the additional attack to counter that.
Yes.
So unit of 8 of those, Chain Fists, Combi Bolters, and that Centurion will go in with them.
Yeah.
But everything else, I've got a Spartan to shuffle stuff up and down the board.
Yeah.
2 individual Predators, so they have 2 slots, with Las all around, and the Rhino to shuffle some tacticals around.
Okay. So some gun.
Yep.
And some gun. And then these guys haven't got a lot of attacks, but they're definitely a threat.
Yep.
And they're a threat.
Yeah.
And he's a threat.
Yep.
And so
if he comes in.
This is quite a mixed list as well. I've got some shooty and some punchy and some mixy. You've got some shooty and some punchy and mixy. This looks, on overview, this looks quite balanced. I like
the table might tell a different story.
I know. As soon as we start rolling dice, who knows? It's yeah. I like it when it's quite balanced. It should be quite tactical, and also your army looks stunning, and it's the nice color palette. Look, it works.
Blue and vibrant.
It works.
Yeah.
This is why we play Heresy. Let's go on to deployment. And here we are after deployment with the loyalists and traitors about to clash in the burning ruins of their city. And I put all the things down, and Ultramarines are going first currently. You placed first, you're going first, unless I manage to steal the initiative, and stealing is what bad guys do. And I put all the Death Guard down, except for the Rapier team and the Typhon team, which can come rolling in turn 1. They're definitely not going to come in turn 3. And the reason why I didn't put the Typhon and the Rapiers down is because I didn't really know where to put them. And I don't know which way the Ultramarines are going to push, right, left, or straight up the middle. And also I don't want to give up first strike. And they would be an easy first strike to get from that Spartan over there. So on this flank, we have the Death Shroud Terminators with my unnatural resilient Centurion, who are going to run, not slowed by terrain, straight towards that objective there and not die by getting picked on by the Predator or the Saturnine Dreadnought over there at the same time. They're going to be perfectly fine. And then there is my not distraction Carnifex here, which is also going to start chonking his way up the table. But he's heavy, he can't run. And then everyone else is down here. There's the multi-melter team ready to move up. There's the las cannon team expertly hiding behind the building. My Breacher team, the Breacher team with the pinning graviton guns, the idea when I wrote the list was I'd keep a tactical team back on any home field objectives that I might have and push forward with the Breachers and push forward with the second tactical team, which are in the Rhino. But you've got Deep Strikers. There's Saturnine Terminators coming in. So I might double up on my home field objective here on this home field. Yes, we might double up there and we might only push for the centre once. Because let's face it, if I score the centre once and you score it once, and then we'll be fighting over all the secondaries and things. Yes, because there's plenty of opportunity to flank right and left here, but it's actually quite a murder bowl in the middle, which is nice. I like a bit of a murder bowl in the middle. It's going to get nasty. Here's a Predator anchoring this flank, Predator anchoring that flank. You've put a load of stuff.
There's a load of stuff in the middle here. So yeah, secure the objective, run forward onto the middle. I don't know which way you're going to go, but you've got a lot of scary stuff around the middle.
Your Terminators are walking?
Yeah.
I guess, again, the middle is going to get nasty.
Yeah, and I wonder, it was a toss-up between the Cataphractii and the Suzerain. I want these guys up. I want them in the offensive. I don't want these guys in the combat in the middle.
No. Okay. We're both really anchoring our home field objectives. And then there's going to be a big scrap in the middle. And then it will come down to secondaries. And I've got a giant you can kill for giant killer, the Typhon. Typhoon, which is another reason why it's in reserve. Anyway, can the Death Guard steal the initiative? They're not known for being super fast. I mean, it's not like they're quick. It's like, did they get here first? Did they plan this? It's a 2. They didn't plan this.
No planning.
It's Ultramarines turn 1. The mission is called Heart of Battle. And at the start of this battle, the Ultramarines move into the heart of the battle, into this courtyard in the middle of the battle grid. The Rhino zipping forward, doing a handbrake turn. These guys running out and taking the central objective. Yep. Meanwhile, a second unit of tacticals who were behind the cover ran round and got in the Rhino after they jumped out of the Rhino. So that's going to be 5 points for holding on to that objective there. And then you've got your third tactical squad holding on to the home field objective.
For an additional 3 points.
Yeah. So Zarin, you thought about getting them out, but they're still inside with the Terminators chonking along behind. Because if they choose to get out in turn 2, then they could jump in.
Swap over.
So you're doing the jump in, jumpy outy things. And then all the guns, all the lance cannons, and the Saturnine, and that Predator over there, all seem to be pointing straight at my Leviathan Dreadnought. I wonder if you're going for first strike on a Leviathan Dreadnought. Let's find out. We're starting with this Predator, shooting a Leviathan Dreadnought. I'm using a reaction.
Are you? What's that one?
I might be popping smoke. 3s to hit me.
3s hit you.
And you hit every single time. That's a good start, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is when you
9.
3s to wound. And you wound once. Oh. So you hit every time, which means you weren't going to wound.
One or the other.
5 up and bun. 5 up smoke screen. It loses its first wound.
First wound.
Let's rinse and repeat with Predator number 2 firing all the way down across the courtyard. 3s. And then 3s again. No. Nothing. And now we're going to fire the Spartan in. Here's the 2 last cannons in the nose. 3s. One of them hits and 3s again. It doesn't wound. And then the 4
4 3 damage.
Yeah. 2 of them hit. 3s to wound again. 2 of them wound. This could kill it if I fail all the saves. 5s. That's a double fail. I need one of these 5s for smokescreen. I make none of them. That is 6 damage. That is a dead Leviathan Dreadnought. And it goes boom.
It does boom.
7 hits. Slam into the front of the Scorpius and pen it once. And bits of shrapnel will also hit the Rhino over here as well and destroy it.
Wow.
1 minute, we just had a discussion. Does the Rhino in the ruin get a cover save from the hits? It feels like it should have, because it's blowing up straight through this wall and some. So we're going to give the Rhino some cover. And it's down to 1 hull point remaining. Also has a stasis on it, which means it's suppressed. Get a cover save on that as well. No, it is suppressed. So yeah, do vehicles get cover saves from ruins when they take hits and wounds from explosions? Please comment in the comment section below, asking for a friend. But in this instance, we're both happy with that. We feel like that. There's nothing in the rules that says it doesn't.
There's a million words that says what it does, but not what it doesn't.
Yes. So we think that's what it does. The Rhino's on a wound, a hull point, and it can't react. And you've got some more guns.
Yeah, only a few more. So the Dreadnought can, with its 30-inch weapon, hit your counterfactory.
So firing the inversion beamer. Can it hit?
Yes.
Yes, it can. Boom. You can put the template there. It will catch 7 of them. Wound them on 2s.
Strength 7, yeah.
Okay, so 6 of them wound.
6 of them, AP3 though, so...
But it is 2 damage, right?
Yes.
So it's 2 up saves. Every failed save will kill a Grave Warden. There's 1 failed save. And with that explosion in and amongst the Death Guard lines, that's the end of Ultramarines turn 1. They've definitely got first strike and are taking 2 out of 3 of these objectives, which gives them 11 points at the end of the first turn. And they're occupying the courtyard. And now the Death Guard are going to march out and meet them in glorious battle. It's going to be fine.
Yeah, sure. 10 tacticals, right?
And there's the 10 tacticals in the Rhino. jumping out of that thing, and your other tactical team reacted, came forward to meet them. So you're currently out-OCing me off of that objective.
If somehow you don't kill them, I'd like to out-OC you. However, there's a fair wall of fire coming.
They ran too far away to jump back in that rhino anyway.
And
plus you put another team in them. So yeah, they stood there. So I have to target the tactical squad to remove them in order to score this one here with this team. That's happening. And then down here we have the tactical team and the breacher team hugging my home field objective. So that's happening there. So we're on both of the objectives. And then both of my reserves came on. Typhon on this side, and it's lined up to shoot down at the Saturnine stuff. Here's the multi-melters, and they're lined up to shoot down at the Saturnine stuff. And round this side, here is my unnatural, resilient Centurion. He ran that way. There's a Predator over there. Plus, later game turns, we can start swinging around over there, particularly if we get rid of the Saturnine stuff. Can you see the pattern here?
Here's a pattern.
Get rid of this stuff, go charging in. All this other stuff over here is a problem for tomorrow's winters. We'll get to them. But blocking that pass, doing a Gandalf move in the middle of the ruins here are my Grave Warden Terminators with the Praetor. I kept the Scorpius still, the Las Cannon team move round, here's the Rapier team move round. Basically, we're opening up firing arcs right into the middle and down at the Saturnine over there. But we're going to open up the shooting phase with the tactical squad, firing at the tactical squad right in the middle of the battle grid.
You've done it, you've baited it out, I'm going to react.
You're going to react with what?
I'm going to do my Ultramarines advanced reaction.
Right.
So the Saturnine Dread is going to return fire.
Okay.
In the hope I remove them and remove 5 points of scoring from you.
Yeah. You do know that if you react by doing your Ultramarines thing, then he can't pop smoke, for example, to the multi-melters or the
There's
Typhon.
a lot of firepower. It's going to go one way or another. I'm just going to say with a 4-up.
Yeah.
I'm either going to be fine or is dead anyway.
Okay.
But if I can remove you scoring 5 points, because my tacticals aren't going to be here to contest it.
Yeah.
I'm going to...
That sounds good. That sounds like a thing. If you kill them all, that'd be big. Anyway, here's all the tactical Marines firing bolt guns. And they wound on 4s.
3-up saves.
Yep. So 3 of the Ultramarines were removed as casualties. And now the inversion beamer. Big blast from the Saturnine Dreadnought. Comes firing in. Can it hit though?
I need it to hit. This needs to be sacrificing a Saturnine.
It hits. Kaboom. Hits 8 of them and the Rhino.
Strength is a strength 9, so killing on 2s. That's
right.
8 down.
That's 8 down. And then the shot into the Rhino.
Oh, yeah.
The Rhino, strength 9 hits the Rhino as well. That's a dead right. Oh no, that's a stasis effect because you hit in front armor. And the result of that is that's a thing. That leaves 2 Death Guard left. Then you fire in the Pulverizer, the Graviton gun, which is a small blast.
Small blast.
Can this one hit?
Again.
It does hit. And this will kill on 2s, and the squad will be gone, and the squad is wiped out. That's juicy. Hits the Rhino as well, and puts another stasis on the Rhino, and now it's finally a wreck. New model. Did all right for a new model, didn't it?
Yeah. It might go all wrong now, but you know.
Yeah. The thing is, a couple of things, is perhaps I should have shot the Dreadnought first and made you pop smoke. The other thing is, I completely forgot about your Ultramarines thing. But you've done it now. It's done. Right, so now we're going to shoot the Dreadnought because it can't pop smoke, and we're going to shoot it with a Typhon. Here's 2 Las Cannons coming in, and they miss. Right, okay. Here's the Dread Hammer Siege Cannon, and that hits. Kaboom. Catching 2 of the Saturnine Terminators as well. Strength 12.
Oof.
That's a wound and that's a breach. And you make the invulnerable save. That's cool. And then on to the Saturnine Dreadnoughts, Terminators. They're both wounded. And they need to make some 4s. And that kills 2 of them. And just flat 6 damage a time. Kaboom. Alright. That leaves 1 left. I've got all these multi-melters over here. Multi-melter shooting at a Dreadnought, Saturnine becomes strength 7? So let's shoot all of them at the Terminator instead. Trying to get first strike. It's going to be 2s to wound the Terminator. See, 5s. See, that would have only been 2 wounds on the Saturnine Dreadnought there. You've got to make a lot of 4s.
A lot of 4-ups.
A lot of 4s. It's not a lot of 4s.
2 free.
I get rid of the Saturnines. Okay, on to the Scorpiuses. This one can't see you. Dropping a template right in the middle of that lot. Because I can't see, it's barrage, and the first one scatters. And that shot misses, and the second one, that'll scatter back and hit a couple. That clips 2 of them, and you get full armor saves against both of those. And yes. Now the second Scorpius is going to fire in, only this one has got line of sight. So we just rolled a hit. And we both miss. So now we scatter. First shot. That's going to completely whiff. Second shot. That's going to completely whiff as well. Okay, that didn't work. What about the rapiers?
Something's going to work.
Can they hit? This is large blast. One of them hits, one of them misses. The missed shot misses a bit, and it is large blast. Fragmentation shells rain around them. And wound them on 3s. That is 5 wounds. More saves. That's 2 more gone. Then this tactical squad fired in, pulling away 1 more casualty, so there's 3 left. And now we're on to the Grave Warden Terminators. See, the thing is, Grave Warden Terminators have Vanguard 3. So if I kill a unit with their shooting in range of that objective, I might not score it with the tactical score that is no longer there. But I'll get 3 Vanguard points if I kill them with all the guns. So toxin shots from the grenade launchers. 3s to hit. And it's toxic. They're poisoned. 3+.
I've had a worse save roll to make.
Yeah, many 3s coming up. Yeah. That is just enough to kill the unit. So the tactical squad in the courtyard have been wiped out, and the guns of the Death Guard fall silent as they rearm and reload. That is the end of turn 1. You get 3 points for holding on to the objective, plus first strike, plus 3 Vanguard points there, which means the Ultramarines are currently winning 11 points to 9. And we just had a chat there.
I did a think.
I forgot about your Ultramarines thing.
And I forgot about your Vanguard.
And you forgot about my Vanguard thing. So we're learning. Basically, yeah, I should have made sure that, I don't know. I see they definitely shouldn't have shot at the troops, because then you can react with something.
With
they should have stayed very, very quiet after getting out of their rhino. And then when you reacted towards me, you should have reacted off of the objective, to not give up the Vanguard points. But
one day we'll remember all of the things.
Well, no, we're learning and doing the things. And heresy is a complicated mistress, and you've got to. I don't know what I'm saying. Yes. Here we are after the Ultramarines movement phase, and of course the Deep Strikers didn't turn up. That was good, wasn't it?
You said roll a 1, I rolled a 1, so
I know.
That's cheating.
Yes, I said right. I called on Zinch, and Zinch listened to my breath. This Predator's staying still. 2 damaged las cannons now.
Yep.
And this tactical squad is staying very, very quiet on your home field objective.
Here.
They're not here. And then in the middle, in the Palace of everything happened. Did that other Predator move?
That Predator hasn't moved to double damage as well.
Okay.
The Rhino that was here, which has the tacticals in it, shot up, using its dozer blade for full effect. It's blocking the charge, and the tacticals are back on the objective.
Look at that. You've blocked off the charge there. And then the Suzerain got out of the Spartan, and
Spartan
they're there
stayed.
as well.
They've got out, they've moved 7, they've not run, so they can do a charge.
Yes.
Cataphracti that were in here and around the side, got in the Spartan and shuffled sideways.
In and out.
Yep.
All over the things. 20 models in the middle, and a really big dreadnought. And, okay, lots of pain, lots of pressure, holding on to these critical objectives. Now let's shoot some guns. We're going to start here with a Predator, shooting at the Typhon.
Shots hitting on freeze.
And it hits 3 times, right? Yeah. You need 5s with Armor Bane to hurt it. And there's 2 hull points, the first 2 of 12. Are you doing the same with the other Predator?
We might as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't trowel this because it's a Lord of War.
5s. One more.
Now, Typhon is down to 8 hull points remaining. Now we're coming across to more big guns that never tire. That Spartan is putting everything into my dudes here. Now, I could pop the Death Guard once per battle, 5 up, feel no pain. But if I do that, then their reactions are done. And we might be getting charged by those guys. And I might want to overwatch them.
You might.
So Let's not. We're not going to shroud it. We're not going to do. Yeah, I'm going to rely on my invuln. You're not going to hurt. It's going to be fine. What are you firing in first?
So we'll do the 4 shots, 1 damage ones.
These are the 4 shots are 3 damage ones. The ones on the spontoons.
That one.
Yes. And they wound on 2s. Okay, so that's 2 wounds that come through. 2 invulnerable saves. It'll be fine. I'll pass them both. I fail them both. That's 2 dead. And then the 2 single shot las cannons in the nose. And one of them hits.
Doesn't wound.
Okay. There's 7 Grave Warden Terminators remaining. And now we're coming across to the man of match. The Saturnine Dreadnought firing in.
Yeah,
at
it was
the
a toss-up.
multi-melters. Yeah,
I was tempted by the Cataphracti, but the melter are a problem.
Yeah.
And I know what's happening. I'm going to shoot your melters.
Right, I'm definitely returning fire.
Yeah. Template?
Can it hit? It can hit. Dropping it down there, you can get 8 of the guys.
Used to wound you?
Yes. At least I'm getting 5 up cover saves to that. And I only lose 2?
Small blast?
Yeah, the Graviton gun. That one scatters.
Yes.
Quite a long way. That's 6 inches in the direction of that arrow. That completely whiffed.
You know that MVP?
Missed everything, yeah. Well, now we return fire. We hit on 3s. That was terrible.
Okay.
Range, my strength goes up, but my strength goes down because of Saturnine things. So it's 4s to wound. We do a wound.
4 up.
Yes. We take our first 3 wounds off of it. It starts with 8, right? Then a few more bolt guns fired in here or there, and I made all the saves, so that is the end of the shooting phase for the Ultramarines. And now we're going to charge. The Legatine Axe dudes, they are heavy. They have a 1-inch setup move. Then they volley fired in, 5s to hit, 5s to wound. I made my saves. And I'm overwatching back again. Now the thing is, do I do the poison 3-up stuff, or do I do the 2 damage stuff?
2 damage.
I think I've got to do the 2 damage stuff. Yeah, firing in a little bit of crack. Overwatch hits on 3s, and I don't miss. Strength 6.
T4.
Wounds on 2s. This is where I roll 5 1s. Or 4 1s. So 2 up saves.
Rely on the 2 up.
Yeah, don't roll any 1s. You roll 1 1.
I'll take that.
1 and falls. Now you need to make 4-inch charge. 2 dice, pick the highest.
I need this.
Can you get a 4?
Total?
No, you can't get a 4. It's failed charge. Then they take a cool check because they failed a charge. And I think they might be okay. We need to find out. Yeah, they're cool 9. They're fine. They're cool 9. Leadership 9, cool 9. So that is a failed charge. And that is the end of Ultramarines turn 2. They pick up another 8 points for being on all of these objectives as we go on to Death Guard turn 2. Okay, so we started by moving my Centurion out of cover with a natural resilience with the Grave Warden Terminators this way, Death Shroud, sorry, to try and charge your Saturnine Dreadnought, and it reacted. Took a few steps away.
It did.
Because they do get a setup move. They're not heavy. So it would have been quite a close charge. But they're coming right for us. And that was pretty much all I moved, apart from the Grave Warden Terminators down here. I mean, you're right there. I need to shoot you with everything and try and charge you with everything. And once the smoke clears, hopefully I'll be all over the central objective in later game turns. That's the plan. Having said that, I'm probably going to move this Tactical Marine squad a little bit further forward. So move them a little bit, because there is some shots under that rhino there, because it's up on those dragon teeth. There are some shots down into these guys. You've done your return fire with something nasty when I shoot you. So yeah, let's start there with this tactical squad, because I only move 4. They count as stationary. So Fury of the Legion kicks in. So these are the ones that can see. Lots of bolt guns. Hitting on 3s. Just Craig.
Yeah.
One of the things I like about 3rd edition is they made bolt guns feel...
Yeah.
They make bolt guns feel like bolt guns, which you need, because
the weapon out there should do something.
It's a Space Marine on Space Marine game. So you want bolt guns feeling like bolt guns. And bolt guns feel like they hurt sometimes. Having said that...
Roll the dice first.
4s to wound, yeah. Roll the dice. Sometimes they don't hurt at all.
Yeah.
Grip saves.
I'm in Space Marine armor.
Yeah. And also the other thing about this edition is Space Marine armor feels like Space Marine armor. I took one of them down. Okay, that happened. 1 minute. Your Saturnine Dreadnought reacted.
Yeah.
So if I shoot it, it's not return a foot.
Oh.
Let's shoot it. We're going to hit it on 3s.
I was about to say this could hurt.
Hits. Forced to wound it with its deflection field plus range. So it's back to 4s. 1 wound.
1 4 up.
1 4 up and bun. Okay, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Okay. Right, let's shoot all the last cannons at the Suzerain Terminators. And this will make me feel a little bit
revenge when he can.
Yeah, there's no point shield wall in this because this is all hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. Hopefully we can hit a bit better. Hit a bit better. That's math. That's 7. Nogle's number. 2s. Drop dice don't count. 2s to wound. All of them wound.
5 ups.
Yeah, it's 4 ups and vulnerable save in close combat, but 5 when you get shot.
Yeah.
2 damage a time. Okay. Did I just kill 6? Wow. 3 left in that squad now with that Centurion. So those Grave Wardens are fancying their chances a bit more. Right, you've got a line unit on an objective. They need stunning or pinning or something. But first they just need killing. Let's fire in the Scorpius. We are firing indirectly with a small blast and the first one hits. And the second one scatters a long way. Right, so the miss hits the Rhino and me. Here's the Rhino. It loses a hull point. Here's me. We get wounded and that breaches. And I take a wound. Then the shot that landed in the middle. Wounds on 2s. And 2 of them are dead. And then those are armor saves. We kill 4. Moving from Scorpius number 1 to Scorpius number 2. Rinse and repeat. First shot. Scatters 9. Flies wildly to the side and lands on the Suzerain. The second shot. Second shot misses. The Suzerain has a 2-up save to that. He'll be fine. He's fine. Now I'm looking at the Typhon and thinking, let's fire all of it in at them as well. Left gun can't see though. Left gun will have to shoot big fella. But we can do that without the snap firing negative. 1, because it's just 1 swing. 2, because I'm a Lord of War. This is the shot that hits the big fella and doesn't wound him. Then the Dread Hammer Siege Cannon lands right in amongst them. And the shell will kill them on 2s. That's one of them is still alive. And then it also clips the Rhino and destroys the Rhino. That's a flat 6 damage. Then the las cannon comes in and hits and doesn't wound. So both of the Rhinos are on fire and burning. And it is stun 1. You can't jump back in it. But if he passes his leadership test, there's 5 points there.
For one dude left.
Yeah. So it looks like I'm firing 2 of these indirectly up and over from the rapiers to try and kill him. And the first shot hits, and the second shot hits. Okay, 3s to wound. We wound once. If you can fail a 3-up save, that'd be lovely.
Nah. No.
Yes. And without the guns of the Death Guard fall silent. Wiping out that tactical marine though. That Dreadnought could still score it. But we're looking at killing your dude. So the Suzerain, they need a leadership test first. Leadership 9. And they hold. And then we're going to do an inch setup move. Because we're heavy. And then we're going to fire in. And we're doing the 2 damage version again. It's 5s to hit you though with a snapfire. And 2s to wound. So they're all 2-up saves. We don't kill any. Then he pulled out a bunch of pistols, fired back, did nothing, and then we charge. And we're in. And so the Grave Warden Terminators meet the Invictus squad right in the courtyard, below this statue. And my Praetor, my Warlord, challenges, and your Centurion has to accept. So I'm initiative 5 with the Paragon Blade, +1 for outside support, -1 for heavy. Your initiative 5. We're both on 5. We're both on 5. And I'm going to try and seize the initiative. Yeah, I'm going to seize the initiative. You're going for finishing blow.
Yep.
So I roll 2 dice and pick the highest, which is a 1. You roll 2 dice and pick the lowest, which is a 3. You actually swing first.
Finishing blow.
And you get an extra attack because of the focus roll, but you're hitting me on 5s because your weapon skill is lower. And you hit
2.
twice anyway. Okay. What is it? An axe.
Late turn axe.
So force to wound, but they breach. One in breaches, and that becomes 2 damage. 4 up and vulnerable save. My Praetor's fine. He's fine. And then I hit you back. And I hit you on 3s. 6 is a critical. That wounds at 2 damage. And then these are strength 5. Paragon Blade. And they all wound. So those are 1 damage. Those are 2 damage. You have a 5 up and vulnerable save.
5 up.
2 wounds. He's got 1 left.
Oh, look. Oh, dear.
He's gone. Fastest challenge ever.
Yeah, 1 round.
Then you got 3 guys left who can fight before the power fists come raining in. At the start of the fight phase, Death Cloud. Poison 3 up. So you've got that many 2-up saves to make. That one's really cocked.
1 wound.
1 takes a wound from the Death Cloud. And then you punch me back. You strike first and you're hitting on 3s. And that's really good hitting. +1 strength. Winning on 4s and they breach on 4s. And that's pretty good wounding as well for little guys with axes. These are all 4-up saves. One of my guys was on a wound, so he falls over.
Yeah.
Grave Wardens are hitting back on 5s. They're a bit slow. Not that slow. 7 attacks came through. Noble's number.
Yeah.
Force to wound. Power fists. They're all 4-up and vulnerable saves. 2s to wound. What am I talking about? 2s to wound. Yeah.
4 up in one because we're in
toughness 4. Yes. And there's still 1 left alive. Yeah. Interesting. So you take a leadership test at -1 plus -3. Minus a lot. We'll figure it out. That's not good enough.
No.
And they have a routed status and they fall back. Initiative plus that. And we come around here because at the end of the combat it looks like this. I did a lot of killing. There were 20 tactical marines and 20 Invictaris dudes. Now you got 1 left running in the wrong direction. Fortunately, that Dreadnought could score the central objective. I've done a lot of killing.
You have.
I've removed a lot of your army for very little in return. However, the Ultramarines are faster. They're sweeping across the battlefield. They're winning 19 points to 12. Do your reserves come in turn 3?
I need this to happen.
You're going to roll a 1.
Not twice.
They're in. In the movement phase, the Praetor and commander of this Ultramarines force has deep struck right into the courtyard, into the middle of the battle grid, landing here. You thought about maybe coming back here and disrupting my home field objective, but it's turn 3 and you can't charge until turn 4.
Yep.
And I'm also double teaming.
I'm not removing that amount of tacticals.
Exactly.
Yep.
Tacticals and the breaches and double teaming the home field objective. So it's unlikely they go back there. So instead, fortify the middle. And he deep struck them in here to be backed up by the Cataphracti Terminators and by the Saturnine Dreadnought. And so I moved my Terminators round so you can't control the central. So unless you kill the entire squad, you're not going to get the points.
I've never had difficult downs cowardly, but here we are.
We're not tactically positioned to take the courtyard in the middle of the thing to stop you scoring the thing. Oh, we forgot this guy falling back.
Oh, we did.
Now he ran all the way over there. Okay, so we've got Terminator, Saturnine, and then tanks.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of tanks. The Predator's staying still 1 more time to line up the Typhon 1 more time.
The Typhon hurts.
And staying still in the backfield over there with the tacticals on your home field objective. Also, another reason for moving the Saturnine Dreadnought away is there's more than 12 inches between them and the Grey and the Death Shroud Terminators now. Because if you'd have stayed within 12, I'd have reacted with them and got some more free movement across the battlefield. Because they're essentially Tartarus with Eternal Warrior. That's what Death Shroud are these days. But yeah, so you're pouring on the pain and you really, really want to get rid of the Typhon. Starting off with the Spartan, here's the 3 damage las cannons coming in.
Drop dice and count.
No.
Drop dice and count. There we go.
Okay, they were good. And then 5s with Armor Bane. That's another 3 wounds. It's down to 5 remaining.
2 shots with the Sponsons.
In the nose, yeah.
Up nose, yeah.
One of them hits.
No. Predator number 1.
Predator number 1.
Yeah.
Pouring it on. 3s. We have 2 hits. And then 5s with Armor Bane. That's another 2 wounds. It's down to 3 remaining. Only 2 las cannons will kill it. With Predator number 2.
Yep.
Predator number 2. You hit all the times. That's good. That's good. Just 2. Drop dice don't count. Just 2 5s.
That's all I need. Come on.
1 5. It's on 1 wound remaining. Come on, boy. So the Typhon has taken round after round. It's ringing like a dinner bell, but somehow it's still chugging. It's definitely earned its title, Lord of War. Right, so now we're on to the Saturnine Dreadnought, firing in at the Cataphracti, the Grave Wardens, right in front. First up, a couple of these firing in. First up, do they overload? Don't roll ones. You roll a 1, so that's going to wound you on a 6. It wounds you on a 6, you get a full save against that. Actually, that breaches. Does breach. Takes 2 wounds off your dude. Puts him down to 3 remaining. So you only hit 4 times with the heavy particle shredders. Is it 2 damage?
Yep, 2 damage, need and freeze.
So 3 is to wound, 6 is breach.
No breach.
But any failed save will kill a dude. You don't kill a dude. Now the large blast from the inversion beam. If you put it there, you hit 4. It doesn't hit these guys up here anymore.
Unless a bounce, and then we'll see.
Well, because you hit a level now.
Oh.
And they're on level 1. So when you shoot into buildings, even barrage stuff, you pick which floor you're firing the shell into.
That makes more sense.
So you're firing into like level 3, not level 30. Whereas beforehand it would rain all the way down.
Like a pillar, wasn't it? Kind of all top to the bottom.
Yeah.
Right, do I hit?
Do you hit?
Yes.
Yes, you do hit. So that's 4 of them.
Wounds them. 8.
Brilliant. 2's to wound.
3 of them.
Okay. Breaching.
No breaching.
It's just all AP
AP
high,
2,
isn't it?
Yep. Then 3
so
damage.
4 up invulnerable saves. I lose 2. I think I'm going to take him from this side away from the charge from the Cataphracti. Now the Graviton Pulverizer. Small blast. Can that hit? It can hit. Hits 3. Wounds on 2s again.
Yep, straight for that.
Wounds all the times. But I get 2 up saves. And I'm good. It's pinning. We're not pinned.
Yep.
So I've got 4 Grave Warden Terminators left with my Praetor, and now the Saturnine Terminators are going to fire at them. They can see all of them. The ones on this side can see this side. That guy can see that guy. But they all disintegration cannons. This is going to sting. Hit on 3s.
Don't want 1s or 2s here,
Don't want 1s and 2s. Overload 2. There's a couple, so put them elsewhere.
Yeah.
And these are strength 7, so they're wound on 2s. And they're AP 2 damage. So again, any failed 4 up invulnerable saves will kill a dude. Did I fail any?
1.
You kill 1 dude. And then they hit you.
And other diffraction fields do stuff for overloads and all that, don't they?
But not for these. Not for disintegration guns. These are going to wound you on 3s. And they wound you once, and then you get 4 up invulnerable save to that.
I fail.
So you kill a dude and take 2 wounds yourself.
I do take 2 wounds.
As the ancient technology from the Dark Age melts your left fist. Right, so there's 3 Terminators left there in the middle. Now we're onto the Cataphracti, firing everything at the Tactical Squad. And after the shots come raining in, 4 of the Tactical Marines get ripped apart. And that is the end of the shooting phase. So they have a leadership test of 9, because they're veterans. And they break. They get a routed status. And my Praetor's in the middle. So that's leadership 10. And they managed to hold. And that's the end of turn 3. No charges, because you killed so many of the Grave Wardens. And because I reacted, no charge from the Cataphracti. Obviously, you can't charge when you deep strike in. And that's the end of your turn. You get an extra 3 points. Let's see if that Invictus Suzerain guy rallies in the backfield. You need a 9. And he will rally. He will lose his routed status. But picking up 3 more points as we go to Death Guard. Turn 3. It's 22 points to 12. And the plan for the Death Guard is to kill the entire of the Ultramarines force. And then score big at the end. That's the plan. Starting off with the Death Shroud Terminators running down towards your home field objective. So you reacted, took a few steps backwards.
Tactically repositioned is your words, yeah? Not cowardice.
No, they were Ultramarines. They step back and they'll come forward again. Down here, the multi-melters have got down off of here, not slowed by terrain because Death Guard things. And there's my Praetor with his merry band of 3 Grave Ward Terminators remaining, looking at a Saturnine Dreadnought. Mind you, a Typhon is looking at a Saturnine Dreadnought as well.
There's a lot looking at a Dreadnought.
Yeah. And the las cannon team are also potentially looking at a dreadnought. The Scorpius move round to block off, because this is impassable with the big crates. That's impassable with the big crate. So we're blocking off the home field one. Mind you, I don't know if they're coming back this way at all. It's all about the central one. It's all about the courtyard. And here is the team that fell back. They didn't touch the edge of the board yet. So they're not auto-regrouping yet. Maybe at the end of this turn, this line unit will regroup. But yeah, lining up all the shots to fire in this way. I also shuffled around the breaches a little bit because there's 2 graviton guns in there which can pin, maybe pinning one. So we'll drop 2 templates down on this lot and fire them. If we manage to hit, we hit one of them and it would have on force. And we wound them all the times and you get 2 up saves and 1's on wound. And you're fine. Do you want to do your cool check -1 for pinning now? Do the cool check now. So
it's on a Praetor.
Yes. And you're pinned. They're pinned in place. That worked. It worked. No. It worked. He deep struck in late, getting ready to wind up his hammer and go charging in turn 4, and he's pinned in place.
Gilliman will be having a word.
Gilliman will definitely be having a word. And then off camera I fired at all the bolt guns, but Saturnine Terminators, I might as well throw gravel at a car door. Definitely. I mean, a lot of loud banging noises, but it doesn't get through the car door unless the car's moving at 200 miles an hour or something. And they're not moving at 200 miles an hour, they're pinned. So I don't need to shoot any more guns into them now. That's them done. Okay. Multi-melt. See, the thing is, if I fire the multi-melters in at your big dreadnought, you're just going to return fire?
Might not.
So what should I shoot in at the big dreadnought? Las cannons. We'll shoot las cannons in. Mind you, the Typhon is just kind of lined up for it. The Typhon is only shooting it. We're shooting the Typhon in. We're shooting the Typhon in. Big blast. Hits. Not returning fire. Can't really hurt the front of a Typhon. Strength 12. Wounds. 4 up invulnerable save or dead. That's a flat 6 damage.
Don't
These beasts.
I've still got use for him. Don't kill him yet.
I want him dead. He's dead. And he might explode. On a 4, I think they blow up. He does explode. Suddenly that intimidating presence in the middle of the battle grid is gone. But when he exploded, one of the Grave Wardens was taken out. 1 goes down to 1 wound. That little suzerain over there that just regrouped took the backwash straight in the face and got vaporized. Also, one of your pinned Saturnines was on a wound remaining. And but they're pinned. They didn't see the bit of shrapnel that came off and lodged in his head. So that was quite a nice explosion. Okay, that's just the Typhon done. Now I've still got all these multi-melters. So the multi-melters are going to fire at the Cataphractii. I got down, had a look. We can all see, like that way or that way. And you return fire.
I am.
Here's it anyway. 3s to hit. 2s to wound.
4 open ones. Yeah.
That's 2 so far. I'm going to drop dice. That's 2. We get 2. Thing is, return fire from combi bots can be very painful.
It can be.
Yeah, 3s.
You saw how I rolled last time.
Well, maybe this time it'll be better.
I'm sure it will be.
Yeah. 4s to wound. Can you kill more than 2? 3 up saves. You kill 3. You know, now I'm looking at the las cannons. The only thing they can see is that pin squad down there.
Oh, there's a warlord in there.
There's a warlord in there, and you can't return fire because you're pinned. So maybe we can kill the warlord? Because we moved, but we didn't move more than 4. So these are all 2 damage. Strength 9 goes down, but it still wounds on 2s against Saturn. Oh my word. That's a lot of 4 up invulnerable saves. 1's on 2 wounds as well, right? After a bit of shrapnel. So 2 damage a time. So that kills the injured guy.
That
kills another one.
And then that
puts your Praetor down to 2 wounds remaining. And I was going to fire the Scorpiuses and the Rapiers up and over and kill all the Ultramarines down there, right? But shatter shells on quad launchers are 2 damage a time. And he's right there on 2 wounds remaining. So we have to fire the quad launchers in and maybe slay the warlord. We want to get rid of these loyalist scum. 3s to... Oh. and then 3s to wound. I do a wound.
A wound.
We do a wound. One, and he's dead. 1-1, please. He's not dead. Yeah, so then I fired the Scorpiuses up and over for the shells to line down in amongst the Ultramarines lines. And what happened there, Craig?
You rolled absolutely sickeningly. That was horrendous.
What it is I did it off camera again because I thought I wouldn't hit very many.
Didn't do anything.
And I killed 9 out of 10. And that is the end of the shooting phase. Charge-wise, though,
I've got some tests to do now.
There's a potential charge from my warlord into your warlord to slay the warlord, but that will bring me closer to the cataphracti. I don't want to go close to the cataphracti. Anyway, let's do a lot of leadership tests. See if people break and run. Start off with this guy back here on his own. Yeah, he's great.
That's good.
He holds. What about your Praetor? He's pinned and he's still pinned. And I'm not going to charge him. I don't think I can even see him to charge him. Plus, it will get me close to them. You know what? There's not very many Ultramarines left at all.
There really isn't.
You've got them, him, one guy over there, and some tanks. I've done a lot of killing. A lot of killing. However, we're going to test a stasis on these guys. So they lose their rousted status. However, I've done a lot of killing. But that's a line 1 unit. So that becomes 2 points. And then I get 3 points for that one in the middle. No, they're a Vanguard unit. I get 1 point for that unit in the middle. So I only get 3 points for these objectives here. So while the Death Guard have done a lot of killing and have outkilled the Ultramarines like 2 or 3 to 1, it's 15 to 22 in favour of the Ultramarines. They are winning right now. As we go into the Loyalists, turn 4, the end game. Right, so starting off with the movement phase for the Ultramarines. This was a baller move, by the way, Just Craig. You basically ran that guy forward this way. The guy who passed his morale and got shelled.
One guy.
One guy. And the reason for doing that is because even though I reacted, you have line 2.
Yep.
So you count as 3 models. I've got 1 model in range of that objective. I count as 1. If you'd have left him back here, by the way, on the objective, these front rank could have got a bit further forward and outnumbered you on your home field objective.
Yes.
Yeah, and it would have been my objective, not your objective. So by overextending past, you're keeping the guys back. You score this objective. He's locking it down, screaming at the Deshra Terminators, come on, you cowards. And they're too busy trying to score this objective.
He could not be any more dead.
Yeah.
His body's just not been told yet.
He's very dead, but he's been told to hold this objective at all costs. They've been told to take the objectives at all costs. So right now they're shouting at each other. And in a minute, when the Death Row Terminators realise that all the tacticals are in little pieces behind him, then they're going to go charging in.
What channels are very live at the moment.
Yes. This Predator did a little cheeky shuffle because you've only got 1 wound to get off the Typhon to get
this where 3 points should have
giant killer. Yeah, the Spartan is looking at it as well. The Predator tweaked round. He's pinned. I don't know if we mentioned that your Warlord is pinned.
Cheers.
But the Cataphracti got up and over, and they're coming this way. And I reacted with the Melter team, and I reacted with the Grave Wardens in the middle to try and make the charges as long as I can, while also securing the central objective for as long as I can.
So that's all of your reactions at least.
That's all 3 reactions. Yeah. Because I can't shroud any shots coming into the Typhon and things.
And you don't worry about anything else?
Well, returning fire and things like that. Most of your big guns are dead. Except for the tanks that want to shoot my tanks. So I've done all my reactions. How many Death Guard can you kill? Starting with this Predator. Shooting at the Typhon for the 4th time.
I will say this one didn't move, not that it matters for the 1 damage.
Oh, that one didn't move. Right, okay.
Freeze.
Yes.
You Fantastic.
Hit once. Most of the shots smash into the side of the spreader.
One. That's fine.
You need a 5. No, you need more than 1.
Cool. Right, 3 damage weapons from the Spartans.
Spartan over there.
Needing freeze.
Yes.
Okay, that's better.
Right, okay.
5s. 2.
Yay, it's dead. I'm not sure if they blow up. That definitely isn't a blow up. You have Giant Killer. You've sunk my battleship. After the Typhon went, then you fired all the Cataphracti. Well, the ones that could see into the multi-melters. Didn't kill any. Now we're on Predator number 2. Firing at Scorpius.
Yeah.
Hits on 3s. And that's again. 1
These Predators.
Hit. Side armor 12. Yeah, that's a pen. That's a pen. It takes a whole point.
A whole point.
And that's the end of your shooting phase?
Yeah, I mean, I've got tactical.
The tactical?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you want to shoot them? Shoot them.
Yeah, sure.
Shoot them. Draw a drop of blood.
Have they got any weaponry at all?
Well...
Have they got any ranged weaponry?
Yes, they've got flame
templates.
No reactions. I've got no reactions.
2 shots.
1 drop of blood.
But insult. Can it happen?
5s to wound.
1 wound.
Look at that. What a goddamn hero. 2 up save. No.
Could roll a 1.
I didn't roll a 1. I think that's it.
I think that's my turn 4.
You were talking about charging the multi-melter team because they're a little bit closer.
Yeah,
so it's an inch setup move and then a 6-inch charge? Yeah, 6 will make it. No. You don't make it. Then they make a cool check because they failed a charge. That's bad. So they get a stasis. Cool. We need to do a lot of volley firing. So yeah, they're suppressed. So everything in the middle has a stasis. That is the end of your turn 4.
Yep.
We test for the stasis on these guys though. You could lose them on your Praetor, you could lose them on the Cataphracti now. We'll check on who first?
Start with the Praetor.
Okay, 9. He's no longer pinned.
Cataphracti.
Centurion, 8. They are still suppressed. However, at the end of all of that shenanigans, you pick up another 3 points for holding on to your home field objective with the very few units that you have left. And another 3 points for Giant Killer for taking down the Typhon as we got a Death Guard turn 4. So I've killed a lot of Ultramarines, but they're winning 28 points to 15. And after moving this routed unit back onto this objective, I've got that one. And I've got the one in the middle. And I'm going to kill that guy over there. And get one. I'll end up with all 3 of the objectives. All 3 of the objectives. And then I just need to kill your warlord as well. And I've got more units remaining for you than last man standing. So basically this could be a max point turn. I don't know if it's enough to swing it, but let's do this by starting off by shooting a lot of las cannons at your warlord. And wounding him on 2s. Oh, he's got a lot of 4-up and vulnerable saves to make, hasn't he?
He does.
Yeah. New model syndrome, new model falls over.
Yep.
That is slay the warlord. Then I fired a lot of guns in at your Cataphracti. We fired these in, these in, these in. Multi-melters in. Loads into the Cataphracti, and there's still 3 left. With your Praetor, with your Centurion, second in command. And yeah, that's the end of the shooting phase. Let's see if they break and run. Like cowards. No, they hold. Then in the backfield, the Death Shroud Terminators are going to charge 1 Tactical Marine. Are you going to make me roll loads of dice? Look, we'll do it with some of them. This is some of them hitting on 3s and then killing on 3s.
Oh, look.
Yeah, I mean, it was 78 more dice than that, but he's gone. And that's the end of the game. That is the end of the game.
Yep.
So we get 3 points for this one here with a line unit, right?
Yep.
We get 3 points with the multi-melter team there.
Yep.
Hello, Editing Winters here. The multi-melter team is support unit 1, so it can only get 1 point for the central objective because it's got support unit 1. What I should have done was break my Praetor away from the Grave Warden Terminators, and then he could have got 3 points for the central objective. He wasn't charging anything, he wasn't going anywhere. He was just standing in the middle of the battlefield. So can we imagine that my Praetor instead took the central objective, not the multi-melter team, because I knew what I was doing. Let's just imagine that I knew what I was doing, and then all the points that I am now about to shout out about and all the things, they're all the same. And 1 point with those guys over there.
Yep.
So that's 7 plus another 3 for Warlord.
Yep.
That's 10. And I've got more units left than you. So that's another 3. That's 13 points. Before the start of this turn, I had 15 points. And now I just got 13.
Yeah.
13 plus 15 is?
28.
How many points did you have?
28.
Yeah, it's a draw. It's 28 points each.
You know I moaned about 4-turn games?
It's 28 points each. Off camera, you may have moaned about 4-turn games about 5 times, yes.
I'm glad that it's not 5 turns.
Yeah, because if it had gone on for 5 turns, what have you got left? You've got 3 infantry models left.
The Saturnine and 3 tanks.
And 3 tanks.
Yeah.
So you did a lot of killing. You extended as far and as hard as you could, which is the way to play it, because you got into the lead and pushed them back. And then the Death Guard, 28 points to 28 points. They are disgusting. They are resilient. And just one of these objectives, one of these swings earlier on, or if, for example, if your Warlord hadn't got pinned, or that there was just a dice roll here or there, which could have flipped the result. But in the end, it's 28 points each. And this is the way the world ends. So how was it for you, honey?
Intense.
Yeah. What do you think about deep striking in?
I'm never doing that again. It sucks.
Deep strike works with shooty things. If you deep strike and shoot a thing because you don't want to charge, that works.
Or a Master of Descent.
Or a Master of Descent.
Yeah.
So deep striking in a Saturnine Praetor with Saturnine Terminators and they've all got guns could work.
Yep.
So long as you have a Master of Signals and they come in turn 2. And then you deep strike them somewhere and then guns. And then if anyone charges them, then you've got a Saturnine Praetor to bonk them on the head with a big hammer.
The problem I had...
Yes.
For me not to deep strike them,
yes.
I'd have had Cataphracti needing a Spartan. I'd have had Suzerain needing a Spartan.
That's true.
I'd have had Cataphracti needing a
Spartan. You had a Spartan.
It's been a 420 point tax to get what I want where I want it.
Yeah. And the Spartan again. Spartans in this edition are tough.
Yeah.
Spartans in this edition are tough. Spartans are tougher than Typhons or Cerberuses is.
The Lord of War only reaction is what kind of nerfs them out, isn't
it? Because they're Lord of Wars, because you can't react except to other Lord of Wars. Basically, unless you're bringing a Fellblade or something really big. If you're bringing a Lord of War, you are also giving up 3 extra points for Giant Killer, which is a thing. But I think at the start, looking at the list, they both seemed about a balance. They both seemed about the right amount of punch and the amount, and look at that, 28 points each.
Not tuned in for 3.0. We've got armors from second, and
that's
balanced as they can be.
You can tune for 3.0 if you want to, or you can bring whatever you want to bring and play whatever you want to play. It's your Warhammer, it's your toys. Just in any edition, in AOS, in Old World, in 40k, if you bring tuned to a list, you bring tuned lists. But you can just bring lists. And can just have an awful lot of fun. And that was fun.
That was.
It's good. That's the first time I went up against Ultramarines in this edition. Their extra reaction thing, there were many turns where you didn't manage to do all 4.
I didn't know what to do with all of them.
Yeah, I think if you're playing Ultramarines, you just react.
If you think you need to react.
Just react.
Don't worry about your allocation.
Yeah, just keep going and keep going and keep going. Because, Okay. Well, I had a lovely time.
So did I. Thank you very much.
Check out Just Craig on the Instagram. Urban Mats for the mat. marchofwar.co.uk for all this lovely modular scenery. Also did these flamey tokens that we have here as well. And then Den of Imagination for my gorgeously painted Death Guard army. Shout out everyone who got to the end of this. Everyone who's got to the very end of the videos, you're the real ones. Thank you so much. And a massive shout out to all my subscribers and my members, particularly the members who help keep the lights on. You guys are awesome. Happy wargaming.